Well, we made it. It's about that time. End of the year videos. Time to do the top 10 best, worst movies and TV shows that we've seen this entire year, 2021. It's been a crazy year. But before we get to that, it's going to be later this week. It's time for me to do what I think some people have done already. I think it's a good time to do it now. Top 5 MCU Disney Plus shows that we had this year. Between WandaVision, Loki, What If, Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Hawkeye, all these shows have come out through Disney Plus the entire year, and it's been a crazy year. A lot of getting up at 3 a.m. to watch these shows, and then at 4 a.m. getting on camera, half sleep, doing a video for you guys. It's been worth it, but it's been rough. But worth it. Now here's my thoughts. Here are my ranking of from worst to, well, not really the worst. I think all these shows are good in their own way, but if you had to be like which ones are the best, then clearly there's like top 2 that are the best, but then the other 3. But let's get into it. Here's my ranking of the 5 MCU Disney Plus shows that we've had in 2021. Start with number 5.
A Ravager never flies solo. I said never flies solo.
Number 5 for me is kind of like should be a no-brainer. There's only 5 shows. Coming number 5 for me, definitely What If. Because I was super excited for this show. When they announced all these shows back in 2020, I was like, oh man, what if? How all these different Marvel scenarios, stuff like that. Like, what if, this happened? What if that happened? What if T'Challa was Star-Lord? What if Captain Carter happened instead of Captain America? All these shows, and it was animated. Like, the kid in me was like, an animated Marvel show set in the MCU with returning MCU cast. Holy crap, that'd have been great. It was great for a couple of episodes. It's great because that first episode with the Captain Carter, I was just like, this is just Captain America again. I'm not that good. Then the second episode was if T'Challa was Star-Lord. And that was awesome. Some episodes were kind of just not so good. I will say this is one of the things that happen. It's kind of like a trend now in these Disney Plus shows. Have you noticed it? Where it's like the episode before the season finale is actually better than the actual season finale. That episode, I think there's 8 episodes. So that episode 7 where Ultron versus the Watcher and they're going through the multiverse shit like that. That shit was insane. Like, oh man, it's like the best episode yet. Then the episode after that season finale was kind of just like, was just subpar. This kind of breaks my heart, but I will still say like there's only a few episodes that we're revisiting What If. So What If for me is definitely number 5 on the list of the MCU Disney Plus shows. Here's number 4.
There are arrows more dangerous than that one?
Number 4 for me was kind of going back and forth because I thought it was going to be this, but ended up being that. And again, had to do with the season finale, but also as a whole. I'm going to say number 4 for me is going to be Hawkeye. Not to say Hawkeye is bad. Hawkeye was a pretty serviceable, it was a perfect like Christmas-esque Disney Plus show to happen in December. It was perfect. Like I said, it's funny. Did you notice that the season actually ended the week of Christmas? Because the first 2 episodes came out like way back in November, Thanksgiving. So it was like perfectly to end on Christmas because the things in the episode happened on Christmas Day. Like what you did through Marvel. I had a good time with Hawkeye. Hawkeye definitely dwelled deep into the character of Clint Barton. Let us get some closure with him, while also passing the torch down to Kate Bishop, who is awesome by the way too. We got to see Elena back again, so we got some resolution with Black Widow, and overall I thought it was a pretty serviceable Disney Plus show. I felt like it's some things better than What If, including bringing in Kingpin. That was good, but again, it's one of the things that's like, what the season finale? The season finale was just like, okay, just okay, just like resolutions, like okay, retire things that it doesn't really lead into anything. We got Kingpin. Hopefully we'll see him again in future Disney Plus shows. I was still like, was I the only one for yourself the Spider-Man-ish? As this episode came out right after the week of Spider-Man No Way Home, and if you saw the ending of Spider-Man No Way Home, that you like know he's swinging past the same buildings that are in Hawkeye, to be like, oh shit, maybe we'll see. I guess not, because Sony's just like, no, fuck you. So that's why Hawkeye is number 4 for me. It was the serviceable Disney Plus show, not knocking my socks off, but it does give me some more respect for Clint Barton and Kate Bishop. I love her. You see Elena again, so it was pretty good. Now, here's the top 3 Disney Plus Marvel shows. Start with number 3.
We look damn good, though.
Number 3 for me, would not have guessed it. It's actually, they took the place of Hawkeye. And that's Falcon and Winter Soldier. That was number 4 for me because at first, I was thinking about the list before the season finale of Hawkeye happened. And I was like, oh yeah, Hawkeye's going to be number 3, easy. But no, I'm just like, overall, as an overall thing. And we get to towards the last couple episodes, Falcon Winter Soldier definitely is a little bit more memorable. Brought some more things to the table. Like I said, we're comparing season finales. The season finale of Hawkeye was not as good as Falcon Winter Soldier. One Falcon Winter Soldier, you got to see Sam Wilson's new Captain America outfit. That was badass. It was teased in the episode before that, making me like, oh shit, can't wait to see next episode. That was awesome. We got a lot of resolution with him. Cap, he made that good speech, shit like that. That was like, oh yeah, shit. Okay, Cap, Black Cap. I dig it. Episode, good season. Like I said, there are a lot of things I can remember from Falcon Winter Soldier that definitely are just a lot better and a lot more exciting than Hawkeye. Mainly because, like I said, this feels like a Captain America movie on the small screen, on a small scale. Because, like I said, the action scenes were just like movie quality. When you first saw, you're just like, holy shit, this is like a Marvel movie on the small screen. It was crazy. Plus, a lot of returning MCU characters, stuff like that. You know, like Sharon Carter, we got Dora Milaje. So we got some closure from Civil War. Barry Zemo, who actually created a meme. When your show can create a meme, that's points. One of the things that stands out in my mind from Falcon Winter Soldier, definitely when the Captain okay, so let me slow down. When Captain Crimson Chin was fighting off against the Dora Milaje and Bucky and Sam were getting into it and shit, and my girl, she just literally just entered into cheat code and shit, and Bucky's arm just fell off. That shit made my jaw fall to the ground. I was like, that's insane. I love it. Little moments like that I was just like, this show is actually a lot better. Maybe better when you compare it to the other show. Not everything's out. A lot of people were just like, oh, Falcon Winter Soldier, it's just okay. It's not as good as, you know, the other two. But now that we got What If and Hawkeye, you can now look back and be like, well, maybe Falcon Winter Soldier isn't so bad. I liked it. Falcon Winter Soldier number 3 for me. Now, there's only 2 shows left. Now, it's kind of like, which one is the number 2? Is it WandaVision or is Loki? Which one is it? And I kind of flip-flop. But now I think, especially after watching Spider-Man No Way Home and the Doctor Strange trailer, I think I now have a definitive answer. And here it is.
You're not big on trust, are you?
Number 2 for me is Loki. Now, no shit to Loki. I loved Loki. Loki was one of the shows that definitely made me be like, oh yeah, getting up at 3 a.m. to watch this shit. Yeah, I gotta see it. Because Loki explained the multiverse and made us get back to the old school of, like, you know, the original Avengers movie. Loki was crazy. Well, Tom Hiddleston, without doubt, is always forever going to be Loki, and he's always going to crush it as Loki. It was great. Remember, every episode just being like, the way it would end, just like, oh, I got the Marvel blue balls. Shit. He make it be like, I think, no. Loki was the first show that made these Disney Plus shows come on Wednesday instead of Friday. So it was like, oh yeah, you can see it early, but when it's over, it's like, now I feel like I have to wait twice as long. Because Loki was awesome. I just love Loki, like the Loki variant, stuff like that, and what it did at the end by introducing Kang the Conqueror, and the choices that him and Sylvie made to just shatter the multiverse. Like, I hope that gets touched on in future MCU movies, like maybe Doctor Strange. But I do like how these shows are kind of like connected. I feel like Loki is like the catalyst of this. I feel like you got WandaVision, Loki, Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. It's like the whole multiverse kind of timeline thing we're going for in Phase 4. At least this half of Phase 4, because who knows what happened in the next half. That makes me excited. I had a good time with Loki. Loki was awesome. Loki was great. It was exciting. It also, my man, Owen Wilson in the MCU. Wow. He killed that, crushed that. I hope he gets his jet ski. I hope he gets it. And now, number 1, obviously, number 1, here it is.
Well, I think we handled that well.
Number 1 for me is easily going to be WandaVision. I can't sing, but I love that too. I literally have a couple of songs I have on my phone, but WandaVision, I love it. First of all, like I said, I love music, and first of all, one of the things that stand out in my mind when I think of WandaVision is easily, it was Agatha, oh la la, dun 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 dun. You're getting on my bad singing in this video. I'm sorry. Oh man, that was such a crazy reveal, guys. That was just like, one of the things like you knew was Agatha Harkness, and it could have been easily be like, oh yeah, I'm Agatha Harkness, lovely to meet you. And then just cuts the black. Be like, okay, you know, that was Agatha. Oh, okay, we were right. But no, I went the extra mile and it was just like, I'm Agatha Harkness. Lovely to meet you. That's the, it's all this dun 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 dun. Who's been messing up everything? It was Agatha. Oh la la. When that happened, I had to rewind the episode fucking 5 times just to hear that song again, because it's catchy. Didn't it win an award or something? I'm pretty sure it won an award. I think it did, right? Type below, let me know if it did. The song's so catchy. I'm so busy talking about the song. What about the show? The show was great. It was very unique. It was the first show to come out in January for Disney Plus. We're just okay, let's see how this show's gonna be. WandaVision had to set the bar for the other shows to us have faith in it. Because if WandaVision sucked, we'd have been I'm scared about Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm scared about Loki. I don't know. WandaVision turned out to be really good. It was really engaging because every episode was a different era of TV show, shit like that. So you're kind of where is this going? And a lot of people checked out after episode 1 and 2, but for the thing that's I'm in it for the long haul. Let's see where this goes. You can tell something was wrong behind the scenes. Maybe something's amiss. What is it? Why is Wanda picking this TV show era? And how is Vision alive? And what is going on? And the way everything gets revealed towards the later half of the season was amazing. It was great. You got to see Wanda become the full Scarlet Witch with her full Scarlet Witch powers. That was awesome. Seeing the two Visions fight off against each other and shit like that, but have a battle here. Well, Mind Stone, but here, battle that makes you think. When he was just I am not the real Vision. You're here to get the real Vision, but I am not the real Vision. It makes you just explain some more. But that makes you think. Yes, that's what I like. When it was all said and done, Wanda got her closure. She had to say goodbye to Vision. That shit was just oh, that's just, it hits me in the feels right there. And then she just goes off, but then it has a little post-credit scene where it's she's got the little Book of Darkness and shit going through the multiverse, looking through, and it's all she hears her kid. She's all I gotta stop this, gotta stop it. It's me excited because you see a little bit of that in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. It's just and Strange even is I'm not here to talk to you about Westview, Wanda. I need your help. What do you know about the multiverse? Woo. I can't wait. So that's my ranking of the 5 MCU Disney Plus shows that came on. It's been a good year for Marvel all around. First of all, Spider-Man No Way Home. Something home hit home for $1 billion. That was awesome. Good year for Marvel and Sony. So just for that, wait to see what happens next year in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I hope you guys are gonna be around for it too, because I sure the fuck will. What are your top 5 MCU Disney Plus shows? What's your ranking? Type below, let me know to talk about it. See you guys in the next video. As always, subscribe. Until next time.